Hi, this is Sweet June. How's everybody doing? Beautiful Friday, December, um, up here in Michigan. Yeah, we're doing real good. The sun is shining. Well, peeking out here and there. Um, Great day up here in Michigan. I'm hoping everybody is having a blessed Friday. Um, I was looking at some blogs last week. One was about Cardi B and like on Facebook, you look at the different things that they post on Facebook about um, Cardi B was talking about buying a purse for $88,000. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine? That's probably more money than I've made in my whole lifetime. $88,000. That's probably more money than I've made in my whole lifetime. It's like when you're poor, it's hard to wrap your mind around that. $88,000. Those Birkin purses are worth an arm and a leg. And I had the nerve to say I wanted one. As if I can afford one. But even if I was rich, I don't know if I'd pay that kind of money for a purse. It's like I just can't wrap my mind around it. It's hard to wrap your mind around it when you're not rich. $88,000 for a purse. I mean, to them, I guess it's not that much money to them, but it's hard to wrap your mind around it when you are poor. And well, I don't like to use the word poor, but low income. Um, but people were. It was her and it was somebody else. I can't think of who else it was. And they get on Kylie Jenner a lot. They get on Kylie Jenner because Kylie Jenner takes pictures of her cars and stuff like that. Um, a lot of people were getting upset because um, they were basically saying, Cardi B had to wind up apologizing because people were outraged. A lot of people were commenting and were saying, um, you know, there's people that are losing their homes right now. We're in the midst of this horrible pandemic. People are losing their homes. People are losing their jobs. People are losing their lives, and basically this country and this whole world has been turned upside down by this pandemic. And government don't want to help nobody. They totally ignoring everybody's, what everybody's going through, and uh, they're debating on whether they want to help somebody or not, and taking a little sweet time, like we're not in the midst of a deadly pandemic, and lots of people are losing their jobs and homes. It's like they don't care. So a lot of people were saying, how could you do this? How could you post something like this, and that a lot of people are suffering? That's what people's point were. It's like they're like, that a lot of people are suffering, so why would you post something like that? And I think they've been getting on Kylie Jenner too, um, saying that they were being insensitive, basically being insensitive and not caring about what people are going through. Because a lot of people are going through stuff, and basically showing off what they got and everything, and people work hard for their stuff. People have the right to do whatever they want to do with their money. Especially if you worked for it, you earned it fair and square. You didn't come by it illegally. You didn't cheat or steal, or worse yet, kill somebody to get it, and you earned it honestly. By working hard. I mean, if people work hard for what they have and they earned it fair and square, then they have the right to spend their money any way they want to spend it. But they was like, well, that's in poor taste, you know, and it shows a lot of insensitivity with them posting, especially a $88,000 purse. This wasn't a car. It wasn't a car or a purchase of a house or a car. You can make more sense of that because people, rich people have multiple cars, but But this was a purse, and some people like, you spending $88,000 for a purse, and people out here going hungry and losing their homes and their jobs, and people don't know where their next dime coming from, and you spending $88,000 on a purse. Me, I don't. It don't really bother me. I kind of like to see how the other half lives. I'm kind of fascinated about, you know, I like to look at their houses and their cars and stuff like that. I mean, I kind of like to see how the other half lives. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of fascinating to me. At the end of the day, it really doesn't bother me. I don't really think about it one way or the other. I mean, me personally, I'm just saying, I'm not speaking for anybody else, but me personally, um, it really doesn't really bother me. But then when I seen that, I was like, well, yeah, people do have a point. I'm like, people are going through stuff right now, and $88,000 on a purse is just. I personally think that those purses are probably not even worth that kind of money, and those companies know they don't spend that kind of money making those purses. I think that they're taking advantage of rich people because they know rich people have that kind of money to spend. So they jack up the price, and earn, it don't cost that kind of money for them to make them purses. But they know the rich people have it, so they jack those prices up so they can get the money out of them. I mean, in a sense, think about it. Rich people get taken advantage of too, just like poor people get taken advantage of. Rich people get taken advantage of too, and I think that's just, come on, that's just an obscene amount of money for a purse. Come on now, just a purse. But what my question, that this truck, man, these people better learn how to drive. This man, or maybe I'm parked crooked. I don't know, but they don't know how to park. The truck happens to be the same color as my shirt. Yellow. It's the same color as my shirt. Anyway, anywho, I that's a question that I want to ask you guys. Do you think that it's okay for rich celebrities or anybody that's rich to put on Facebook or Instagram or any kind of social media the pictures of their houses and their mansions and their cars and their clothes and their purses, and that's worth thousands and thousands and millions of dollars, jewelry or anything that's of high value? Do you think that it's okay? Because they got on the Kardashians too about a month or two ago, because they took a trip. Kim was celebrating her birthday, and they took a trip off to, I don't know where it was, one of those. It was an island somewhere, and they took pictures and they posted all the pictures on Instagram and Facebook, and their trip photos and everything. I thought it was interesting. I thought that, the scenery. I was looking at the scenery and stuff, and I thought it was beautiful, and I didn't think anything of it really. But a lot of people were upset because they was like, we're in the midst of a pandemic, and you're going off to an island somewheres, and you haven't, so people got mad at the Kardashians because Kim was celebrating her birthday, and they went off to this island, and people were upset about, so they got on her too. So that's been a big thing nowadays. People are been getting on celebrities. So that's the question. Do you think it's okay for celebrities to do that? Do you think it's okay for celebrities to, take pictures of their houses and things like that during the midst of one of the most horrible pandemics of our generation? I mean, because they had the Spanish flu, but this is like the first horrible pandemic of our generation. And when people losing their homes, their jobs, a lot of people, families have lost their loved ones. we're living in some terrible, perilous times right now. And people thinking this is not a good time to be showing off what you got, you know? And, and they say, well, are you helping? Who are you helping? And, we don't know what people are doing to help people. But do you think it's okay for the celebrities to do that? That's the question, the $1,000,000 question that I have. Do you think it's okay for celebrities to do that? To show off their houses and their cars and all that during the midst of everything that's going on right now, and when there's so much suffering going on in the world right now? Do you think that it's okay for them to do that? You know, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Sound off in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think about that. Be sure that if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. If you've already subscribed, double check to make sure you're still subscribed, because can't seem to get out of the 840. I've been still steady losing subscribers. I don't know if it's YouTube or people just unsubscribing. I don't know what's going on. But they say YouTube bumps people off. So just double check. Make sure you're still subscribed if you're already subscribed. And be sure to share my videos. I would appreciate it if you guys would share my videos. That would help my channel to grow. You can hit me up on Facebook under Sweet June. Instagram, I'm under Sweet June 52. And if you want to support my channel, my Cash App is Sweet June 53. So until the next video, you guys have a blessed day. Peace and love. This is Sweet June.